A day in the Good News bus looks something like this.
I get up, make my bed, I fold up my pajamas and put them under my pillow.
So they either will have cereal or I'll make them pancakes or we'll have waffles. We make sourdough bread, so quite often the kids will have toast with either jam or meat and cheese.
Get my school books and sit down and do my school.
So that's kind of what our morning looks like.
My mom has taught us if we all keep our environments cleaned up and at our living space, it makes our living quarters more comfortable.
The kids will make sure all their chores are done. So we have dishes that always have to be done, and we do them by hand. So we all work together and get everything cleaned up.
Pretty much my only chore is laundry in the bus, but there's 9 people, and so it's a pretty big chore.
Our bus has to be vacuumed at least once a day.
Oh. This is bus life with 9.
Because there's so many crumbs and things that fall on the floor and from traffic coming in and out of the bus.
I put away the dishes and dry the dishes.
Once all the chores are done, the kids have their free time. After lunch, we'll head off to the beach, and that's great fun. You'll see that in some of the videos.
One thing about living in a very small space is that if we all work together, we can get it cleaned up like really fast.
Let's see, okay, my chores. Cook, clean the bathroom, clean up after the kids didn't fully finish their chores, do the laundry when Arwen forgets to fold it, teach the school, correct their school, make the bed, cooking, baking. There's always home baked goods in our bus. See, I pretty much pick up the slack where everybody drops the ball.
Every night, me and Elisha convert the table into the bed. Convert the bed into the table.
Okay, so Shane's chores in the bus. Let's see, Shane's chores.
She said what?
Shane has chores. What is?
Okay, she's forgotten about the times that I've...
Cleans out the air filters to the AC unit.
So we're staying at this one place, there's no sewer hookups at all.
When there's a spider, Shane gets the spider out.
And the only way you could empty our 40-gallon Blackwater sewer tank
let's see,
was to cart a 5-gallon bucket over to a septic tank and pour it in there.
When there's a wasp, Shane gets the wasp out.
It was a number of trips carrying this sick bucket.
Let's think. Is there any other chores that Shane does?
The honey bucket, we called it.
If anything breaks, Shane fixes it.
All the chores in the bus.
He won't like that I said that.
Don't even come close to that experience that I had.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
This is the not so nice side of bus life.
Shane is taking care of one of his many jobs today.
Open up your cupboard and you find the floor all wet, only to find that the valve on one of your water lines is leaking. Kira's my tool assistant.
I think it needs this.
This was the culprit. So now I have to go to Lowe's to get a new valve. So that should be all I need right there. It's got my water outlet here and the valve. All right, give it a try. No leaks. Mission accomplished.
We interrupt this program to bring you the adventures of Billy Mark.
La-di-di-di-di.
Oh yeah. I'll take that.
Hey!
Oh, tough guy. Big hero, huh? Okay. How about this? Wow. Oh no.
Crime doesn't pay. Take him away.
Did you know there's a reward for this guy?
No, I didn't.
Here you go.
I can't reach it. I can't What? Huh? No! No! That was the coolest dream ever!
The Blue Angels started flying in 1946, so this is their 70th year anniversary.
This is their home, Pensacola, Florida.
When we initially heard that we were going to be going, I was real excited about the Blue Angels.
Kids were thrilled to see all the different aircraft on the airstrip there.
There's all these old planes and
Cool helicopters and
old jets, even some like airline sized jets in there, and it's kind of cool just to be able to look at all this aircraft. They had one of the older Fat Alberts there. Fat Albert is a C-130 cargo plane. So we're in Fat Albert, in the belly of the beast right now.
It's cool. Then we went and found our seats to watch the Blue Angels.
The Blue Angels fly F-18 Hornets.
we bought earplugs because the planes were so loud.
You gotta keep something in your ear so your ears are not hot.
It started to rain, and my dad said,
I think we're gonna get rained out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angels are going through their pre-show checks now, and they have started the engines on their aircraft up. Very shortly, they will be taxiing out to the runway. You'll see them operate basically in two different units today. You'll see a four-plane unit that will be led by the boss, and that's Commander Ryan Bernacchi. The other section will be the two solos. We'll have a lead solo and an opposing solo. They will generally operate by themselves. They're on their way out now, by the way. This is Blue Angel number 5. This is Lieutenant Ryan Chamberlain. You give him a wave, and I'll bet you he'll show you a little smoke. Basically, what Commander Bernacchi is going to tell his four-plane, the first thing he's going to say is power up. The United States Marine Corps representative to the team. Opposing solos on the roll from your left now, Captain Jeff Kuss.
So watching the Blue Angels is pretty amazing. You know, they're doing all these death-defying stunts.
The 4 Blue Angels flying 18 inches from each other. It was like, and like how smooth they flew.
My favorite trick that they did was called the diamond.
There is 4 that flies together. One was here, and then one was here, and then one was here, and there.
You know what they say, girls' best friend are diamonds.
So sitting here now talking about the Blue Angels is actually a little bittersweet.
One of the pilots that were flying that day, his name was Captain Jeff Kuss.
Captain Jeff Kuss was the number 6 Blue Angel.
It was 3 weeks after we had seen the air show that we learned that Captain Jeff Kuss, number 6, had been in a terrible plane crash.
During a practice in Tennessee and died, leaving behind his wife and 2 children.
And I thought it was really brave of him to stay in the plane and steer it away from the people and the houses so he wouldn't hurt anybody else around him.
We were one of the last ones to see him fly. Some of the footage we took is some of the last footage ever taken of him flying.
We were really shocked and saddened. And
when I found out that he had a wife and 2 kids, I just thought like
that they just lost their dad.
of course our hearts went out for their family and his children and his wife, of course. And so that was a sad day for us, and we will remember the amazing pilot that Jeff was.
Woo!
Cut.
What?
What is this? Take 45.
Isaiah, you're supposed to be looking that way.
Oh. I love spinning.
And action.
There's a lot of ways you can follow what we're doing on goodnewsbus.com. You can find all the things we've done with the bus and how we converted it. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let us know what you think in the comment section below.
Good News Bus is awesome!
Oh.
You okay, Isaiah?
Yeah!
Cut!